important to you, and we'll make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Locally owned Paradise Falls is a place for friends and family to enjoy good food and good times. With a diverse menu and a fun atmosphere that includes nearly 30 TVs showing every sport imaginable, Paradise Falls is sure to have something for everyone.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop in to 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Locally owned Paradise Falls is a place for friends and family to enjoy breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week.
With a diverse menu and a fun atmosphere that includes nearly 30 TVs showing every sport imaginable, Paradise Falls is sure to have something for everyone.
Welcome back to MPSN and KFBC Cheyenne as we get ready. And our ceremonial first pitch, well, we have a special thing going on at the ballpark here as they're going to put something up on the video board. The tournament is dedicated to Dale Dahlgren, and we'll go ahead and let the PA announcer take over.
Life was hard, but Dale was full of fun and mischief. He worked long, hard days at the homestead, but as a kid made a 14-mile round trip on horseback to play baseball with the nearest team. In high school, he moved to town and played second base for the Pierre, South Dakota Legion team. His team won the state championship his senior year. Dale would pay that joy of victory forward to become one of Montana's biggest baseball supporters. Dale was a bombardier flying B-17 missions out of England in World War II. His wife Barbara was an X-ray technician serving in military hospitals stateside. Dale and Barbara settled in Missoula after the war and established an upholstery business. Dale continued his military service in the Army National Guard Special Forces, served as police commissioner, the American Legion, Rotary Club, and dozens of civic groups. He and Barbara established the Missoula Humane Society, eco-compost, and quietly served their community in countless ways. It was in retirement that Dale stepped to the plate to replace an aging Campbell Field used by Missoula's Legion baseball teams. Dale led the field's construction crew and work began in the spring of 1985. Missoula Mavericks manager and head coach Brent Hathaway had this to say about Dale. There were many people who contributed to the development of our complex, but Dale Dahlgren was the driving force behind it. Over the years, others faded away, but Dale continued to invest his time, energy, and the love that it takes to accomplish a dream. Dale showed all who knew him what commitment, dedication, and helping others look like. I am forever grateful and in his debt. Simply put, Dale Dahlgren was the man. Thanks for that, Coach Hathaway. 2 years after field work began, the first American Legion game was played in May of 1987. Dale worked many years to build and later maintain the field, stadium, and facility that proudly bear his name, Dale Dahlgren's American Legion Baseball Complex. The Missoula Mavericks are fortunate to have our wonderful ballpark, and we are forever grateful to Dale and his family for their continued support of Legion Baseball. To throw out the ceremonial first pitch and catching that pitch tonight, Dale Dahlgren's nephews. Captain Bill Dahlgren served 4 years in the United States Air Force as a Missile Combat Crew Commander and has served the Northwest Regional Tournament Committee for 3+ years. Behind the plate is Bill's brother and Dale's nephew, Rick Dahlgren, a 23-year veteran of the Missoula Police Department. The first pitch is brought to you by the veterans of Foreign Wars, Holy Beck, Post 209. Bill, the strike zone is yours.
Excuse me. So the ceremonial first pitch has been sent out. Apologize to our in-studio producer, Adam. Had it cranked up there, and when I jumped back on, I did not turn it back down. So I apologize to Adam. We should have the levels adjusted properly now, and we will be good to go. So ceremonial first pitch thrown out by the man that the Northwest Regional Tournament was set up to honor, Dale Dahlgren, trying to fight off being choked up here. That's the emotion of the game, folks. As we get set to go for our last game on day 2. Wyoming taking the field, and Idaho will bat first. So very emotional opening ceremonies for tonight, with the first pitch honoring Dale Dahlgren, who was a Missoula community great. So we get ready to go with excuse me, Max Pedroza on the bump, and well, up until Wyoming came out of the dugouts, I was going to give Hawaii the style points on jerseys. But these powder blue and navy blue jerseys are pretty styling. Hawaii's got they're solid on the chest and the legs and the back, but down the arms and down the sides of the legs, they've got a little camo theme going on. But these jerseys, uniforms worn by Wyoming tonight, are pretty awesome. And, well, both teams doing the knee socks. I'm a little partial to the knee sock look for baseball, as the majority of my baseball watching came in my younger years, and that was the look. So we get ready to go, and it's Braxton Mills, John Milner, and Carson Smith up for Idaho to start things off. So we've got two teams that have been dropped off of the tournament. We're down to 6, as Oregon would fall to Hawaii in the first game this morning, 6-5. So Oregon no longer part of the tournament. Hawaii holding on. And then in the second game, it would be Alaska taking down the host team, Missoula Mavericks. Montana having 2 teams because of the host team with Missoula. So in the game before this one, the 4 o'clock game, it was Washington and Montana. And Washington got the 7-6 win. So Montana falls to the loser side of the bracket. They'll play Alaska at 1. And Washington moves on to play the winner of this game. And Hawaii will face the loser. So we're set at the plate, ready for the first pitch of the game. Braxton Mills will swing, and we've got the ball rolling out to the second baseman. The throw will not be made, and Idaho will get on with the first pitch at 7:20. So the first pitch, a grounder to the second baseman, and not able to get to it. So 1 on, no outs, and we go to John Milner. Here's Pedroza with the pitch. And we'll be outside for ball 1. So Wyoming getting the win last night over the host team, Missoula Mavericks, 5-3. And Idaho with the win yesterday over Alaska, 8-7. Bunt showing, it will be a foul tip to get us strike 1. So 1-1 on the count. It's been a great day of baseball, folks. It's been 8 great games so far. Well, 7 leading into this one, but I'm pretty sure this one's going to be pretty good as well. Yesterday's 2 games to start off were walk-off wins. Here's the pitch, one of them being the Idaho team that's playing right now, as we'll get ball 2. 2-1 on the count, runner at first and no outs. Milner settles back into the box. Right-handed batter is Milner. And the right-handed pitch on its way. Bunt showing. Bunt laid down, and it will be foul down the third base line. No, they say fair. They get the tag at first, and the runner at third. There's nobody there to throw to. And the sac bunt does its job as the runner advances to third with 1 out on the board. That bunt came down and just hugged the white line, never touched it, and that's what kept it fair. So we go to the left-handed batter, number 17, Carson Smith, the second baseman. And our umpire with the strike call from deep within. Braxton Mills at third. Here's the pitch by Pedroza. And this one's going to be batted out. It's going to roll into right field. Brings the runner home from third, and Idaho will have the first run of the game here in the opening inning.
The pitcher, number 9, Riley Harrison.
And the ground ball into right field. Brings home Mills, and it's 1-0. We go to Riley Harrison, the pitcher now. Number 9. Harrison, a left-handed batter, settles in, and the pitch by Pedroza. This one's going to be a bouncer into right field, and it seems as though Idaho has found a soft spot out there, as there's runners at first and second for Idaho. We go to Matt Reynolds now with 1 out and 2 on. I want to say hello to all of our listeners listening in on KFBC in Cheyenne, rah-rah cheering on their Wyoming boys. So excited that I'm able to bring this for you. I know I'm not Keith Kelly, but I'll do my best as Keith Kelly, one of the best in the business. Pitch coming in for ball 1. He's been a great help in this, sending me all kinds of information. The 1-0 by Pedroza. And it'll slide over the plate for strike 1. 1-1 on the count to Matt Reynolds, the right fielder. Idaho getting into business right away, earning a run. They've got runners at first and second with 1 out. Here's the 1-1. With Pedroza on the stretch. Swung on for strike 2. Matt Reynolds, the right fielder, with Cale Lefevre in the on-deck circle. Here's the pitch by Pedroza. Swung on, and they're going to say strike 3 for out number 2. So Pedroza with a K under his belt. We go to the first baseman, Cale Lefevre. Lefevre, a little spit into the batting gloves, and he steps into the box. The right-handed batter now. He's got sleeves on with some white gloves. He's all covered up. It's 100 degrees out here in Missoula, folks. As the sun begins to set, swung on. This one's going to be sent into center field. Center fielder will get over, gets it. No, he can't get it in the glove on the slide. The throw is made. Runner from second is home. And Idaho jumping up on the board to take a 2-0 lead. Off the line drive into center field. So that takes us to Isaiah Vega, number 4. Vega, a right-handed batter, settles in, and he's got sleeves on as well. It's hot out there, folks. I know I wouldn't be wearing sleeves. Pitch is upstairs for ball 1. But you know, as an athlete, you wear what you got to wear to keep yourself tight and fit. A lot of these compression fit clothes now keep the heat off. Technology is so great in this day and age. Here's the pitch, and it'll get away from the catcher. Runners at first and second will advance to second and third. And with 2 outs on the board, we'll be 2-0 on the count to Vega. The 7-spot batter in the box for Idaho. So they're sliding through their lineup here in the opening inning. Here's the 2-0. Swung on. That'll foul back into the backstop on the first base line, and we'll be at strike 1. 2-1 on the count. Charlie Tettinger in the on-deck circle. 2 outs, runners at second and third, 2 runs earned so far. Here's the pitch, and it's going to slide outside of the plate for ball 3. Pedroza leans in to get the pitch, and now the stretch. Swung on. This will be fouled high and over everybody's heads down the first base line, and we'll be at a full count at 3-2. So we've got the 6 teams set for the 3 games tomorrow, 1, 4, and 7. And we'll find out who is where when this one's over. Here's the pitch, and we'll have a walk to load the bases up. And we go to Charlie Tittner, the catcher. And he'll restock our plate umpire, Randy Sutton, with a fresh set of baseballs. 2 outs, loaded bases. Tettinger, left-handed batter, has the pitch on its way, and he'll swing on it. It'll foul back off of his ankle. And we'll have strike 1. That is probably the worst right there, folks, is when that ball comes off the bat with the backspin into the ankle. Was at the Montana A State tournament last weekend, and I had the Miles Community College manager, Jeff Braband, on with me, and he said when they get to the college level, they tend to put those things back on, put those ankle braces. This one's hit to the third baseman, the throw to second, and that's the side. So 2 runs earned, 2 left on for Idaho, and we go to the bottom of the first. Idaho 2, Wyoming 0. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network and KFBC Cheyenne.
Have you checked out the Garden of Eden video of the week at mpsn406.com? Do you have a sweet video of your sports athlete? Did you experience a sports-altering moment or something at a sporting event that wowed the crowd? Go to our homepage at www.mpsn406.com and click on the Contact Us tab at the bottom of the homepage and email us the video. Yours just might go viral. mpsn.com, Missoula's home for Missoula's prep sports heroes.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Welcome back to the Missoula Prep Sports Networks and KFBC Cheyenne as we have the bottom of the first inning on the docket. Idaho earning 2 runs to start things off, and Wyoming will try to do the same thing. Riley Harris on the bump for Idaho. It's Braxton Ennis, Nico Vite, and Ryan Andrian scheduled on the inning. Our umpire Randy Sutton says one more for the pitcher as batters are set to go. Really digging these Cheyenne uniforms. So Braxton Innes, the center fielder, comes to the plate to start things off for Wyoming. Our plate umpire, Randy Sutton, comes from Natchez, Washington. Eric Holden at first base. He hails from Yakima, Washington. As Harrison will throw the first pitch of the inning, and he'll put it over the plate for strike one. At second base is Chris Aldinger, and he's from Meridian, Idaho. Leo Coriel from Las Vegas is the umpire-in-chief, and this one's going to be hit into left field, and Ennis will put himself at first to get things going for Wyoming.
Second baseman number 13, Nico Vite.
That'll bring up the second baseman number 13, Nico Vite. He looks down the third base line and gets the signal from his manager. And settles in. The right-handed batter is ready to go. Harrison shakes off the first. Now he nods. Checks the runner at first, and the pitch. Swung on. This one is over the second baseman's head into center field. And just like that, Wyoming comes out swinging with runners at first and second.
The shortstop, number 3, Ryan Andren.
So we go to Ryan Andren now, the shortstop. Wyoming saying, you know what? You come out with hits, we'll come out with hits. We'll see who is going to do more damage. Harrison now stares down the catcher to get the pitch. The pitch is thrown, bunt laid down. It's going to hop to the pitcher. The throw to third is made, and they'll get the runner at third on the fielder's choice for out number one. So we go to Max Pedroza, the pitcher, number 7. Pedroza settling in, right-handed batter, takes his foot out of the box, looks down the line, and there's no call by the third base coach, so he's ready for the pitch. Runners at first and second step away, and the pitch by Harrison. This one's going to be hit high down the first base line. It is in the foul area. The right fielder in, and the out is made on the catch. 2 down at the bottom of the first with runners at first and second.
The third baseman, number 5, R.J. Prince.
So we go to R.J. Prince, the third baseman, and I think I remember R.J. Prince from last year when Cheyenne was here. He made a splash. Had a good night last night. 1 for 4, but it's not about the numbers at the plate. As he hits this one right at the pitcher. The pitcher ducks. They're going to hold up the runner. No, he missed the hold-up sign. The throw home, and Wyoming gets on the board. One, 2-1. With Ennis scoring. And we come to Cody Brooks. Vite is the one that scored because Ennis was out on the fielder's choice. So 2 down, 1 run earned, and we go to the first baseman, Cody Brooks. Brooks with a little flow out the back of his helmet. Here's the pitch, and he'll let it go by for strike 1. Runners at first and second for Wyoming. 1 run earned so far with 2 outs. Harrison with the pitch, and that one will be outside on the left-handed batter to get us even at 1 on the count. Finley Hastings in the on-deck circle with 2 outs and runners at first and second for Wyoming. Harrison staring down his catcher to get the pitch. First base line or third base line covered in shadow as the sun begins to descend. Swung on for strike two. Cody Brooks with a good slice, but a dirty pitch by Harrison gets us to strike two. Runners at first and second take their lead. Andrian at second and Prince at first, and Harrison will now step up on the rubber. Checks the runner at second and the 1-2 pitch. Swung on, and the last out of the inning will be a strikeout. So Wyoming gets a run. They leave 2 on. We go to the top of the second inning, 2-1 Idaho. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network and KFBC Cheyenne in 60 seconds.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop into 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to the Missoula Prep Sports Network and KFBC Cheyenne as we go to the top of the second, where Idaho leads Wyoming 2-1 with the bottom of the order for Idaho. Blake Jablonski, the center fielder, the 9-spot batter at the plate. He'll tie his shoe up before he heads to the plate. He's still in the on-deck circle, tying that shoe up. Oh, he's going to take his gloves off now to tie the shoe. He's getting serious, folks. Takes the batting gloves off to tie the shoe. Now he trots in, and the right-handed batter will settle in. Here's the first pitch of the inning by Max Pedroza, and he'll slide it over the plate for strike one. I think he split that plate right in half on that pitch. Jablonski watched it go by. Here's the 0-1. Bunt showing, and as we popped up, the third baseman will rush up the bare hand, and the throw to first, and not on the bag was the foot of the first baseman. And Idaho will have a run to start the a hit, I should say, to start the second inning. So that takes us to the top of the order to Braxton Mills. Idaho would go through their first 8 batters in the first inning. Here's the Pedroza pitch. Runner at first is going to go. This is going to be hit at the second baseman. And there's that hole that they found between first and second. The runner on the go finds himself at third. And the overthrow. The runner at third is on his way home, and they can't get the ball up in time. And Idaho with a run. And the batter stands at second base now. So Jablonski comes in, and it's now 3-1 Idaho. So we go to the shortstop, John Milner. Pedroza leans in to get the pitch, and now the stretch. And it comes in as a ball. Milner would be the first out of the game as he laid a bunt down the first base line. Here's the 1-0 by Pedroza. And we'll get ball 2. Max Pedroza throwing heat. For Wyoming. Runner at second with a 2-step lead. Pitch on the way. Swung on. This one's high into center field. Center fielder on his bike riding out to the gap in right field. He's got the catch for out number 1. The throw is made, but it is not even close, and the runner stands at third now with 1 out on the board.
Number 17, Carson Smith.
So we go to Carson Smith, the second baseman. 1 out and 1 on. 1 run earned so far for Idaho in the top of the second. Pedroza taking a moment. Now he climbs back up onto the mound and puts his right foot down on the rubber. Runner at third takes a lead, and the pitch outside on the left-handed batter for ball 1. For Carson Smith, he is 1 for 1 with a run and an RBI. Here's the 1-0 by Pedroza. That one will get over the plate for strike 1. Pedroza now with the pitch. Swung on. This one's got a bunch of air into center field. It is in the glove. Runner at third will tag. The throw is made, but it will not be there. And with 1 out on the board, the sac, or 2 outs on the board, the sac fly will earn a run to make it 4-1 Idaho.
Number 9, Riley Harrison.
Bases are cleared now. Riley Harrison, the pitcher, adjusts his gloves. 2 outs. Base is cleared. Idaho streaming out to a 4-1 lead over Wyoming. Swung on. This one is high. Popped high into shallow left field. Shortstop comes in, puts it in the glove, and that's the side. Not before Idaho earns a run to make it 2 runs to make it 4-1. Bottom of the second, coming up in 60 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network and KFBC Cheyenne.
Paul Ryan and Associates Beer Garden is open down the right field line.
Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milk Crate Media can help you reach your audience, whether it is social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or for radio advertising. Milk Crate Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website that will bring users back again and again. Visit www.mcratemedia.com today. Milk Crate Media is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports in Missoula and the surrounding valley.
Welcome back to Missoula Prep Sports Network and KFBC Cheyenne as we go to the bottom of 2 with the bottom of the order scheduled up for Wyoming. The 7-8-9 batters with Finley Hastings, number 17, the catcher, to start things off. Riley Harrison on the bump for Idaho. And the first pitch will come in low for a ball. The stretch now by Harrison. And this one's going to be batted back into the backstop for strike one. 1-1 on the count. Matt Semler in the on-deck circle. 7, 8, 9 on the schedule. Here's the pitch. And that one will get us to ball two. 2-1 on the count now to the catcher. Idaho, 2 runs in the first, 2 runs in the second. Wyoming with 1 in the bottom of the first. They're trying to see if they can get a few here in the bottom of the second as the pitch slides over the plate to even us out at 2 on the count. Finley Hastings behind the plate. He was 1 for 4 last night against Missoula, as the pitch will get us to a full count at 3-2. Baseball, all about how the ball bounces. We're only in the bottom of the second, and with a 3-run lead for Idaho, hold on, because Wyoming has the ability to pace it. And there's a walk to put our runner on
Right fielder, number 12, Matthew
for Wyoming. We go to Matthew Semler, number 12, the right fielder. So Semler, the right-handed batter, settles in. And we get the first pitch to Semler. Outside on the right-handed batter for ball 1. Jackson Hesford in the on-deck circle, bottom of the order. Awaits his turn with no outs and a runner at first. Here's the pitch, and that one's over the plate to get a strike 1. Randy Sutton with a deep call on the strike pitch. Harrison now checks the runner at first. Hastings with a good lead. He'll hop, and the pitch comes across the ankles for ball 2. For Semler, 0 for 4 with a run last night against Missoula. The pitch swung on. This one's going to be to the third baseman. He can't get to it in time. It'll roll. The left fielder will pick it up on the bounce, and Wyoming with runners at first and second with no outs.
Left fielder, number 14, Jackson Hesford.
That takes us to Jackson Hesford, the left fielder. And a moment taken before the left-handed batter settles into the box. Runners at first and second take their lead. Harrison watches as they do. 2-step lead for the man at second in Hastings off the walk. Here's the pitch, bunt showing, and we'll have ball 1. Top of the order stands in the on-deck circle for Wyoming. The pitch. Bunt showing, and we're going to, Catcher made a motion like he was going to throw to second to freeze the runner, but he'll stay there. And we go 2-0 on the count. Hesford settling in. He was 1 for 3 with a run last night, and that's going to bring out the manager for Idaho to check in with his pitcher. And that's Eric Smitschker. And it's a very brief meeting on the bump as Smitschker will run back to the bullpen. I've only seen one other coach run back to the bullpen after a visit, and that would be the Billings Royals manager, Brian Benjamin. So we settle in with the 2-0. Harrison will check the runner at second, who's got a step lead. Bunt showing, and we'll have a ball pitch to take us to 3-0. And one of my favorite parts of the baseball game is the head game that the runner at second plays with a pitcher. Talk to some pitchers and they say it doesn't matter, as the pitch will slide over the plate to get us to strike one on the 3-0 pitch. I've had some pitchers say it doesn't matter, we zone them out, just like at the free throw line. And then I've also had some pitchers say, man, it's okay to start out with, but sometimes those guys get dancing out there as the bunt is showing, and we'll have a walk to load the bases. So Hesford getting on off of the walk, and we swing to the top of the order to Braxton Ennis. Harrison takes a moment before he puts his foot on the rubber, and Ennis looks down the third base line. Loaded bases with no outs for Wyoming. Idaho with a 3-run lead here in the bottom of the second. Wyoming looking to change that, though, on the swing of the bat. Here's the pitch, and it'll slide just outside of the plate for ball one on the left-handed batter. For Ennis, he's 1 for 1. He had a grounder into left field to get himself on in the first inning. Ennis 1 for 3 with a run and 2 RBIs yesterday. And this one's going to be a line drive into right field. The runner from third will come home, and the bases stay loaded with no outs. Wyoming with a run on the board to make it 4-2. So we come to Nico Vite, the second baseman, with no outs and loaded bases. Wyoming now looking to stack the runs on. Vite settles in 1 for 1 with a run. He would be the single run earned by Wyoming in the first inning. Here's the pitch, and that one's going to be just across the elbow for ball one. And Harrison steps off the rubber, so Vite will step out of the box, now settling back in. Here's the 1-0. And it'll slide over the plate for strike one. Idaho looking for the first out of the inning, as they've allowed 1 run, and the bases stay loaded. Harrison stares down the catcher, and now we get the stretch. That's over the plate for strike 2. So Riley Harrison finding the zone to take the lead in the count. 1-2. Here's the stretch by Harrison. And we'll have 2-2. Vite not biting on the fish pitch. Loaded bases. Ryan Andrian in the on-deck circle. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and this will foul back at us. Keeps the batter alive at 2-2. Vite last night 1 for 4. No runs earned, no RBIs for Vite last night, but he's going to change that here. He's got 1 run earned today. Looking to maybe get an RBI with a 2-2. Here's Harrison with the pitch. And this one will hop over the backstop. And we stay at 2-2. Today's first game would be between Oregon and Hawaii. And those two teams would swing back and forth through the middle part of the game. Here's the pitch, and we'll be at a full count, 3-2, as it floats over the plate. Game 2 would be between Alaska and Hawaii, and that one became a little bit of a race at the end with Alaska and Missoula. As the batter will be struck out for out number 1, the dirty pitch by Harrison over the plate. The batter struck out looking. That's the second one on the game for Harrison. So that takes us to the shortstop, Ryan Andrian, with 1 out and loaded bases. The pitch. And that one will come in over the plate for strike 1. Andrian reached off a fielder's choice with the out at third on the bunt down the line to the pitcher. Here's the 0-1. Swung on. This one's popped up high over first. First baseman says he's got it. Second baseman says, no, it's mine. It's not, caught on the fringe. And they're going to say that's out. The ball hopped out of the... Okay, fly rule. So 2 outs now. And we go to Max Pedroza with 2 out and loaded bases. Harrison loading him up and now leaving them stacked as we have the first pitch across the plate for strike 1. Riley Harrison stacking the bases up, and the last 2 batters have been outs. Here's the 0-1, and he'll go way outside on the right-handed batter for ball 1. Pedroza, the pitcher. He would pop out down the third base line in foul territory for his first at-bat. Here's the 1-1. And this one's going to be bounced out. The second baseman will win the race to the bag, and that's the side. So Wyoming with a run. They leave 2 runners on, and we go to the top of the third with Idaho having 4 runs, Wyoming with 2. We'll be back in 60 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network and KFBC Cheyenne.
Paradise Falls is the official fan headquarters of the regional.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Welcome back to the Missoula Prep Sports Network and KFBC Cheyenne. Chris Stratton on the call, saying hello to all the fans back in Cheyenne listening in on KFBC. And a big thank you to our in-studio engineer, Adam, for running things back there. Got a feel for the guy. He's got to listen to my voice for the next 2 hours. We go to the top of the third with Idaho at bat, and it is the middle of the order, 5, 6, 7 on the schedule with Matt Reynolds, the right fielder, starting things off. So Reynolds to come to the plate, and Hastings out on the bump with Pedroza. He jogs back and sets himself behind the plate. Reynolds struck out his first at-bat. Pedroza looking to see if he can do it again. Here's the pitch. And that one's just past Pedroza's glove into center field, and Idaho has put a runner on to start each of the first 3 innings. And we go to Cale Lefevre, the first baseman. Here's the pitch. And that'll be strike 1. To Lefevre. Isaiah Vega in the on-deck circle for Idaho. Here's the 0-1 by Pedroza, showing bunt. Third baseman coming up on the run, and the bunt's laid down. It'll be up behind the umpire for strike 2. So everybody resets. Runner at first with no outs for Idaho. He steps away from the bag as Lefevre settles into the box. Pedroza leans in to get the pitch, and we've got action in the Wyoming dugout down the third base line. As this one's fouled into the backstop to make the count 0-2. Looks like that's number 11 for Wyoming, Travis Onisto. Here's the 0-2. Swung on, and it'll be fouled into the backstop on the first base line. And Lefevre will stay alive at 0-2. Lefevre 1 for 1 with an RBI. Pedroza checks the runner at first, who's got a 1.5 lead. The pitch. And that one's outside on the right-handed batter for ball 1. Lefevre yesterday, 1 for 3. Pedroza now with the stretch. Lots of chanting coming out of the Idaho dugout, and Lefevre will reach for the pitch, foul it up over the backstop on the first base line, and we stay at 1-2. Top of 3 on a 7-inning game. Final game of day 2, game number 8 on the tournament. 2 teams are out. And we go low for ball 2 on the pitch. Isaiah Vega in the on-deck circle with 1 on and no outs. For Pedroza, in 2 innings, struck out 1, walked 1, 4 runs earned off of 7 hits, and this one's into right field, and it's down the line. Runner's going to come around first from second. He's on his way to third, and Lefevre slides into second on the throw. Well-placed line drive down the first base line. And Idaho now with runners at second and third with no outs. And that's 8 hits now by Idaho. Brian Larson, one of the umpires for our tournament, here in front of the booth. So we go now to Isaiah Vega with runners at second and third and no outs. And the pitch on the bunt showing will be ball 1. Charlie Tettinger in the on-deck circle for Idaho. The pitch by Pedroza. And will be in the dirt for ball 2. They've got Travis Onisto working in the bullpen right now, getting ready. Not sure when they'll bring him in. Here's the pitch. And we'll get ball 3. So Pedroza falling behind in the count as Hastings comes out to converse with his pitcher, and the third baseman will come out as well. Baseball is such a mental game. I mean, there's so much to baseball that comes on the mental side. Anybody you talk to that's been in the game for a long time, they'll tell you it's 90% mental, 10% physical. And this will bring the pitching coach for Wyoming out of the dugout down the third base line. He'll stroll out. I don't know if they're going to bring in, and now there's a second pitcher out there, Dawson McCleary, joining the action in the bullpen, and ball not handed over, but the pitching coach with both hands on the shoulder of the pitcher kind of getting in there. Folks, if you're looking to maybe get into the action, take yourself a little trip, mini vacation, well, you should get a hold of our good friends at Grand Slam Travel. Grand Slam Travel can be found on Facebook, and Mark Richardson over there at Grand Slam Travel, well, he is your destination leader. Takes care of hotel rooms, flights, trains, car rentals, whatever it is you need to take your mini vacation. Get a hold of Mark Richardson at Grand Slam Travel, found on Facebook. Grand Slam Travel, a proud sponsor of the Missoula Prep Sports Network. So we settle in with 3-0 on the count. 2 pitchers working in the bullpen for Wyoming. And we'll get a walk to load the bases. And that is not what I'm sure the pitching coach wanted out of his pitcher. Either way, it takes us to Charlie Tettinger. Loaded bases with no outs for Idaho. There's a possibility that this could get away from Wyoming. It's all down to Pedroza and the defense of Wyoming. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to get past the shortstop. Can't get a glove. Rolls into left field, and the runner from third will step on the plate. And Idaho will earn a run here in the top of the third. Bases stay loaded. Off the grounder into left.
Number 3, Blake Jablonski.
So we go to the bottom of the order for Idaho to Jake Jablonski. Pitchers working themselves in the bullpen. Down the third base line. Pedroza with the stretch. And the pitch will be swung on for strike 1 by the center fielder. Wyoming searching for the first out of the inning. Top of 3. Idaho 5, Wyoming 2, and this one's going to be fouled high, landing on the concession stand down the first base line for strike 2. That's what you want to see. Pitcher controlling where the ball is coming off the bat. It is amazing to think that these pitchers can control how that ball comes off the bat, but it's true. Here's the pitch. And it's over the plate, and it'll be a strikeout for out number 1, Pedroza.
Number 1, Braxton Mills.
So that's the second of the game. And we go to the top of the order for Idaho, Braxton Mills with 1 out and loaded bases. Pedroza now gets the pitch from Hastings, and it's on its way. outside on the right-handed batter for ball one. Mills is 2 for 2 with a run. Here's the pitch, and it's in the dirt for ball two. Pedroza just trying to get through the inning. They do have, Wyoming does have pitchers in the bullpen. Here's the 2-0 by Pedroza. Swung on. This one's going to get past the third baseman on the dive. It's into left field. Runner from third is home. Runner from second is around the corner of third, and Idaho with 2 runs off of the blast into left field. And it's 7-2, and that is the end, I believe, for Pedroza, as we have a run-in from the bullpen. So we're going to take a 90-second break as we have a new pitcher warm-up on the bump for Wyoming. You're listening to American Legion Baseball on the Missoula Prep Sports Network and KFBC Cheyenne. Back in 90 seconds.
Locally owned Paradise Falls is a place for friends and family to enjoy breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week.
With a diverse menu and a fun atmosphere that includes nearly 30 TVs showing every sport imaginable, Paradise Falls is sure to have something for everyone.
Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Locally owned Paradise Falls is a place for friends and family to enjoy good food and good times. With a diverse menu and a fun atmosphere that includes nearly 30 TVs showing every sport imaginable, Paradise Falls is sure to have something for everyone.
Welcome back to the Missoula Prep Sports Network and KFBC Cheyenne. Chris Stratton in Missoula, Montana for the 2018 Northwest Regional Tournament. Final game of Day 2, Idaho versus Wyoming, and a change on the bump.
Number 22,
Dawson McCleary on the bump for Pedroza.
Now playing left field, number 17, Finley Hastings.
So Pedroza making the switch to behind the plate.
Fresh and now catching number 7, Max Pedroza.
So Pedroza is at the 2. And we'll get the rest of the changes, as there was a few changes in the field as they come up. Idaho earning 3 runs here in the top of the third with 1 out on the board. That's why we have the change to Dawson McCleary. We'll get you Pedroza's numbers from the mound as we work through here. As McCleary continues to warm up. So for Pedroza, 2 1/3 innings, 2 struck out, 2 walks, 7 runs earned off of 10 hits, 49 total pitches, 31 of which slid over the plate. So we go to John Miller, the shortstop. Runners at first and second for Idaho. 1 out on the board. 7 runs earned off of 10 hits. Wyoming 2 runs off of 5 hits. Here's the pitch, and it's going to come in low for ball 1. Umpires have had a tight strike zone all day long. It hasn't been just this game, and it's gone both ways. It's been very tight. Here's the pitch, and that'll get away. Runners at first and second will advance to second and third on the wild pitch. And we go to ball 2. For Milner, he is 0 for 2 on the day. Milner would go, he was not in yesterday. Oh wait, that's the wrong side, looking at Hawaii. No wonder it didn't look familiar. 2 for 3 with a run as we get this one fouled off for strike 1. Carson Smith in the on-deck circle with 1 out for Idaho. Idaho wearing their bright orange jerseys. Here's the pitch now, and we'll get ball 3. Milner in the lead on the count at 3-1. Warm day in Missoula. We had a cloudless sky, but smoke coming in from the fires in the surrounding states, and this one's going to be rolled out. Second baseman can't get it as it hops over him. Runner from third is home. Runner from second is around the corner. The throw is made, but it won't be in time. And Wyoming will stack 2 more runs, or Idaho will stack 2 more runs up on the board to make it 9-2. Off the shiner into right field. And we go to Carson Smith as the bases are cleared outside of the runner at first in Milner. Carson Smith now, the second baseman with 1 out. Here's the pitch. And it's low and inside on the left-handed batter for ball 1. So Wyoming having the game get away from them now here in the top of the third. Idaho, 5 runs so far in the third. They earned 2 in the first and 2 in the second. Here's the pitch. And that'll slide over the outside of the plate for strike 1 on the left-handed batter. Dawson McCleary coming in to relieve Pedroza. Pedroza is behind the plate now in the catcher's uniform. And the pitch outside once again for ball 2. Folks, it is not anything that McCleary is doing. It's just that these umpires have just got such a tight strike zone. Here's the pitch. And we'll get ball 3. Wyoming still warming up. Travis Anista. This was going to be hit right at the pitcher. The second base umpire's got to hop out of the way. It'll roll into center field. And Idaho with runners at first and second now with 1 out. Milner stands at second, Smith at first, and Riley Harrison, the pitcher, is at the plate. Harrison will tighten up his gloves as he steps in. Runners at first and second take their lead. McCleary with the pitch. And it's upstairs for ball 1. the man that started the inning, Matt Reynolds, in the on-deck circle for Idaho. Here's the 1-0, and we'll get an outside pitch to get us to ball 2. Idaho jumping out. They lead 9-2 in the top of the third. Only 1 out on the board. Dawson McCleary coming in for Max Pedroza. This one's popped straight up in the air, and it's going to come up over our heads. And we'll have strike 1. For Harrison, 1 for 2. A single his first at bat. McCleary with the pitch. And we'll be upstairs for ball 3. Riley Harrison, 1 for 3 with a run and an RBI yesterday against Alaska, and that's a walk to load the bases. That's the first walk of the game for McCleary. And we go to Matt Reynolds, the right fielder. He's the one that started this inning off for Idaho. Reynolds with a single, his first bat on the inning. Here's the pitch, and he'll swing on it to foul it off for strike 1. Why, Idaho with 9 runs off of 12 hits. They found the soft spot in Wyoming. Here's the pitch. It's upstairs, and we'll have ball 1. Cale Lefevre in the on-deck circle. Onisto still warming up in the pen down the third base line. Get him some instruction from the pitching coach, and this one's off the middle of the bat into left field. Left fielder can't put a glove on it. It's all the way to the wall. Runner from third is home. Runner from second is around the corner. Runner from first is around the corner at third. And it's a 3-run double for Idaho, and they lead 12-2 with 1 out on the board. And that'll take us to Cale Lefevre. And this is going to bring the pitching coach out. Looks like we'll possibly see Onisto. McCleary has the ball out and hasn't been handed over, but Onisto is, there he comes. We're going to go ahead and step aside as we have a pitching change here in the third for the second time. We'll be back in 90 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network and KFBC Cheyenne.
Locally owned Paradise Falls is a place for friends and family to enjoy breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week.
With a diverse menu and a fun atmosphere that includes nearly 30 TVs showing every sport imaginable, Paradise Falls is sure to have something for everyone.
Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Locally owned Paradise Falls is a place for friends and family to enjoy good food and good times, with a diverse menu and a fun atmosphere that includes nearly 30 TVs showing every sport imaginable. Paradise Falls is sure to have something for everyone.
Welcome back to the Missoula Prep Sports Network and KFBC Cheyenne, as we have our second pitching change on the third inning for Wyoming, as Travis Onisto comes in to pitch. Dawson McCleary, third of an inning, walked a batter, allowed 5 runs off of 3 hits, 17 total pitches, 6 of which found their way across the plate. Cal Lefevre in the box to bat, 1 out and a runner at second for Idaho. Lefevre 2 for 2 with an RBI and a run.
Number 2, Cale Lefevre.
So Lefevre will settle in, the first batter that Onisto will face. And Onisto taking a few moments on the bump. The right-handed batter. Left-handed pitcher. And the pitch is on its way, and it's inside for ball 1. Isaiah Vega in the on-deck circle with 1 out and 1 on. And now they put, Wyoming puts Guy Lowe in the bullpen to warm up. So this might be a pitch by committee game for Wyoming. Here's the pitch, and it's outside on the right-handed batter for ball 2. Lefevre settles back in. As both sides have quieted down. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's popped up high over second base. Shortstop says it's mine. He'll put it in the glove, and that is the second out of the inning. So Onisto getting the pop out over fourth for over second base for out number 2, and we go to Isaiah Vega. Vega to settle in with 2 outs and a runner at second. Vega has been walked twice today and has a run. Here's the pitch, and time is called by the batter just before Onisto is ready to throw it. Runner at second is Matt Reynolds. 3 RBI double for him. And now Onisto with the pitch. And we're outside for ball 1. Charlie Tittinger in the on-deck circle with Idaho with 2 outs. Here's the stretch. And a swing and a miss for strike 1. So Vega 1-1 on the count. Runner at second. 2 outs. Idaho with 8 runs on the inning. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and we'll have strike two. So Onisto coming in with the right stuff. Getting the batters to swing as we move 0-2 on the count. Top of three. Onisto leans in. And the pitch. And it's a strikeout to end the side. So Onisto comes in and saves the day, shuts the valve off, and Wyoming will have a chance. Idaho with 8 runs. They have 2 left on. And we go to, or 1 left on. We go to the bottom of the third right after this 60-second timeout on the Missoula Prep Sports Network and KFBC Cheyenne.
Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milk Crate Media can help you reach your audience, whether it is social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or for radio advertising. Milk Crate Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website that will bring users back again and again. Visit www.mcratemedia.com today. Milk Crate Media is a proud sponsor of prep sports in Missoula and the surrounding valley.
Welcome back to MPSN and KFBC Cheyenne. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we go to the bottom of the third inning where Wyoming has some work to do. They're down 12-2. They've got to earn runs to hold off the 10-run rule in the fifth. There's some time, folks. They can do it. And it is the middle of the order, R.J. Prince, and the first pitch to Prince is going to be outside for a ball. This one's going to be rolled out, and neither the shortstop or the third baseman can get it. And that will put a runner on for Wyoming as they get into business. So we go to Cody Brooks, the first baseman. Brooks would actually get the win on the mound last night against Missoula. He'll settle in, the left-handed batter now ready with one on. Here's the pitch by Harrison, and we'll get it outside on the left-handed batter for ball one. Riley Harrison on the bump for Idaho, and the low pitch will get us to ball two. The 2-0, and it'll come in low for ball three. So Harrison getting behind as he's put a runner on at first, and he's behind on the count, 3-0. Here's the pitch, and that's over the plate to get Harrison into the count at 3-1. Finley Hastings in the on deck for Wyoming, and Brooks will be walked to put runners at first and second with no outs for Wyoming. We go to Finley Hastings now, the catcher for Wyoming. Doesn't wear any gloves, picks up a little of that dirt, rubs it into his hands, and steps into the box. He's got scarlet red long sleeves on. We hit the 100 degree mark today. Can't imagine these guys wearing long sleeves. This one's popped into right field, and it's in the glove. That's out number 1 as the runners at first and second. Hold on. Matt Semler, the right fielder now. Actually, that's a number 20 on the jersey, Tyson Bradley. So Tyson Bradley to come in and hit for Semler. And it's actually for Onisto. So that's what we have in the pitchers in the bullpen. We'll see a change for sure now with a change in the order. No DH for Wyoming in today's game as Max Pedroza was in the order at the pitcher's mound. Here's the pitch, ball 1 to Bradley. Harrison with the pitch, and that one gets out of the glove of the catcher. It's going to be ball 2 regardless. 1 out, runners at first and second for Wyoming. They've got to dig in. They're down 12-2. Bottom of the 3rd. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one is high over first base. First baseman says he's got it. It's caught in foul territory, and that is out number 2.
Number 14, Jackson Hesford.
So we go to Jackson Hesford. Bottom of the order for Wyoming with 2 outs and runners at first and second. They're down 12-2 to Wyoming. Bottom of the 3rd. Harrison with the nod, and now the pitch. That's over the plate for strike 1. Hesford walked his 1 chance at the plate today. Hesford would go 1 for 3 with a run last night against Missoula. Here's the pitch, and we're outside for ball 1. Bottom of the order for Wyoming as Braxton Ennis stands in the on-deck circle with 2 outs. Here's the Harrison pitch, and we'll get ball 2. Two one on the count. Harrison nods at the pitch from his catcher. And the stretch. And we'll get ball 3. Idaho letting Harrison battle through. They've got a 10-run lead over Wyoming. So if Harrison struggles a little bit, I'm sure that Idaho will let him stay there. You get to this point of the season, folks, and these pitchers have seen just about anything, so you trust in your pitcher. We go outside, and the walk will load the bases with 2 outs. So Hesford, back-to-back walks. We're going to swing to the top of the order to the center fielder, Braxton Ennis. Ennis, 2 for 2 with an RBI. Pair of singles. So with 2 outs and loaded bases, Ennis steps in. Center fielder for Idaho is sitting down. Now he'll stand back up. He was in a crouch. Pitch on the way, and it's upstairs for ball 1. Nico Vite in the on-deck circle for Wyoming. And the group on the hill, in the bullpen, stands and watches as the pitch slides over the plate to get us even at 1 on the count. Ennis, 1 for 3 with a run and 2 RBIs last night against Missoula. Missoula's been eliminated. They've had 2 losses as they fell in the 1 o'clock game today. And the pitch will get us to ball 2 as it was outside on the left-handed batter. Idaho and Wyoming on the docket right now. Both teams will move on. One will stay on the winner's side of the bracket as this one's popped into the bullpen and it'll be out of play as it's in the grassy area down the third base line for general seating. And we'll be even at 2 on the count. Ennis. Little spit into the gloves and to tighten up the grip, and he'll step back into the box. Left-handed batter. Now ready for the pitch by Harrison. Swung on. This one's high into center field. Center fielder's got a backpedal. He'll look for it in the smoky sky, puts it in the glove, and that's the side. So Wyoming leave 2 on. They don't get any runs, and we go to the top of the 4th inning. It's a 10-run lead. We'll be back in 60 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network and KFBC Cheyenne.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Welcome back to the Missoula Prep Sports Network's coverage of the 2018 Northwest Regional Tournament. Want to say hello to our friends listening in on KFBC Cheyenne as Idaho leads Wyoming 12-2, top of the 4th. For Idaho, it's the bottom of their order on the schedule, the 8-9 batters in Tettinger and Jablonski. Guy Lowe has come in from the bullpen and is pitching for Wyoming now. Lowe going into his senior year.
Number 25, Charlie Tittinger.
So Charlie Tittinger, this catcher, comes to the plate with Guy Lowe on the bump. Onisto, a third of an inning, 1 strikeout, 7 pitches, 4 of them out across the plate. Here's the pitch for Lowe, and it is low for ball 1. For Tettinger, he is 1 for 2 with an RBI and a run. Here's the pitch, and we're upstairs for ball 2. So Idaho would go through their order 1 1/4 times, 1 1/3 time, as we have to pitch over the plate for 2-1 on the count. Big third inning for Idaho, 8 runs earned. And we'll get ball 3. Our plate umpire, Randy Sutton, as the lights are on here at Allegiance Field, and this one's going to be fouled off the hand grips to get us to a full count at 3-2. 3 games tomorrow, folks. 1, 4, and 7. To be determined on who and what time. I know you're thinking, who's on first? No, who's on second? Here's the roll to the second baseman. He'll pick it up in the dirt. The throw to first, and he can't complete it as he bobbles the ball. And the runner will reach off the error by Wyoming. And we go to the bottom of the order, the center fielder, Blake Jablonski. So Jablonski settling in, and the pitch by Lowe. It's outside on the right-handed batter for ball 1. Here's the pitch, and this one's going to be fouled up over our heads for strike 1 on the tip. For Jablonski, he's 1 for 2 with a run. Reached off a bunt down the third base line, his first at bat. And this one's off the shoulder of Jablonski. He'll take the base, so runners at first and second with 1 out, or no outs. And that's the first hit by pitch for either side. Swings us to the top of the order to Braxton Mills. And that's going to send out Pedroza to check in with his pitcher. Pretty cool to have a catcher that is a pitcher as well. Pedroza started the game on the bump, and when he was taken out in third of the way through the third inning, and he came in with the catcher gear after the switch. I think that's pretty special, folks, because the catcher position is a pretty tough position, and it's foul back for strike 2 for Mills. 1-2 on the count for the left fielder for Idaho. He's 3 for 3 with 2 RBIs and 2 runs. Here's the low pitch. And it'll come in for ball 1. So 1-1 on the count. Low with the stretch. And we are outside for ball 2 on the right-handed batter. John Milner in the on-deck circle with no outs. And it's either, I'll wait for him to turn around. Looks like Finley Hastings in the bullpen. No, it's number 37, Garrett Oswald, warming up, and this foul tip will get us at even at 2 as it floats up over the first baseline concession stand. 2-2 on the count with no outs. Runners at first and second. Guy Lowe on the bump for Wyoming. It's Braxton Mills in the batter's box for Idaho. Winner stays on the winner's side of the bracket. Here's the pitch, and this one is high into center field, and it's in the glove. Runner at second will tag. The throw is made to third, and just ahead of the ball is the runner, and we've got him on the corners with 1 out for Idaho. And he didn't tag, or he ran too early, the runner at second. So Wyoming on top of it, tags the bag at second, and he's out. So 2 outs now on the board. And we've got John Milner in the box. It's the second time in a week I've seen that, where the runner has not made the tag at the right time and has been tagged out after he's taken the base. First pitch to Milner will be a ball. John Milner, 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs and a run. Pitch comes in for ball 2 as it is across the knees. Runner at first for Idaho with 2 outs. No runs earned so far, so Wyoming feeling pretty good as this one's popped out of play down the first base line into the picnic area. That one almost got a fan. And we'll have strike 1 to Milner. Carson Smith in the on-deck circle now with 2 outs for Wyoming. Garrett Oswald warming up in the pen, the bullpen for Wyoming down the third base line. 2-1 on the count to Milner. Here's Lowe with the stretch. And we'll have ball 3. Two out, 1 on. Idaho 12, Wyoming 2. Top of 4. This one's going to be smacked foul, but out of play down the first base line, and that one lands just about the same spot as the last foul ball went into the picnic area. Gets us at a full count at 3-2. So Guy Lowe trying to battle through now for Wyoming. Lights are on, smoke coming in. We got a little better than we had last year with the smoke from the fires. Of course, Montana not ablaze yet, and the walk will put the runner at first. So runners at first and second with 2 outs for Idaho, and we go to Carson Smith, the second baseman. Smith settling in, and the left-hand batter waits for the pitch from the right-handed pitcher in Low. Runners at first and second take their lead. Second has a 2-step lead out there. Pitches outside on the left-handed batter for ball 1. Riley Harrison in the on-deck circle with 2 outs. For Idaho. Fans kind of cooled off here with this 10-run advantage for Idaho, and the pitch is inside for ball 2. So we go 2-0 on the count. 2 outs, runners at first and second for Idaho. Wyoming holding them off on runs so far. Here's the pitch. And it's in the dirt. Runner at second will go. Runner at first will go. The throw is into center field. Runner at third is going to go ahead and come home. And Idaho will tack on another run to make it 13-2. And the pitch thrown, I think, was a ball. 2-0 on the count. 2 outs. And a runner standing at second. Carson Smith waits from the pitch from Low. Here's the pitch. And we'll have a walk. I was behind in the count. It was 3-0. So runners at first and second now with 2 outs.
Number 9, Riley Harrison.
And we go to Riley Harrison. Low with the pitch, and that one's going to come onto the ankles and loads the bases up for Idaho. So the hit by pitch, back-to-back walks, and we're loaded up with 2 outs. And the second baseman, Vitae, will come in and try to talk up his pitcher, Low. We come to Matt Reynolds now, the right fielder. Loaded bases with 2 outs. Here's the pitch, and it's upstairs for ball 1. Cal Lefevre in the on-deck circle for Idaho. Diehards left here at the stadium. Here's the pitch, and we're outside for ball 2 once again on the right-handed batter. Idaho with a 13-2 lead over Wyoming. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to pop up over our heads. Gets a strike 1 on the board. So 2-1 to the right fielder. Reynolds, 2 for 3 with a run and 3 RBIs. His last at bat with a double that cleared the bases out. 3 runs earned. As we have a sheriff go by in the backdrop. 3-1 now. Wyoming trying to cash the side out so they can have a chance in the bottom of the 4th to get into this. They're down 13-2. And the walk will bring a runner home, and Idaho will take a 14-2 lead. And that will bring out the manager. I imagine there's 2 men in the bullpen warming up, but I think they're going to be bringing in Garrett Oswald. As the stroll is out, the ball is handed over, and we'll have a pitching change. We'll be back in 90 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network and KFBC Cheyenne.
Locally owned Paradise Falls is a place for friends and family to enjoy breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week.
With a diverse menu and a fun atmosphere that includes nearly 30 TVs showing every sport imaginable, Paradise Falls is sure to have something for everyone.
Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Locally owned Paradise Falls is a place for friends and family to enjoy good food and good times. With a diverse menu and a fun atmosphere that includes nearly 30 TVs showing every sport imaginable, Paradise Falls is sure to have something for everyone.
Welcome back to Allegiant Field at Ogren Park. We are in the top of the 4th inning with a pitching change as number 37, Garrett Oswald comes in to pitch for Wyoming now. Loaded bases for Idaho. 2 outs on the board, 2 runs earned with 2 outs. Top of 4. And a little piece of information for you folks. We do have a 10-run rule that takes effect in the 5th. So Wyoming is going to need to put some runs on the board in the bottom of the 4th and the bottom of the 5th to keep themselves ahead. So Cale Lefevre, the first baseman, steps in for Idaho. Here's the pitch, and it's over the plate for strike 1. So Oswald coming in to mean business. The 3rd inning, Idaho would go through their order 1 1/3 times. They're close to making it through one time here in the fourth as the pitch is upstairs and outside to get us ball 1. Lefevre 2 for 3 with an RBI and a run for Idaho. Both teams will move on. One will stay on the winner's side of the bracket and face Washington. And we'll have strike 2. Isaiah Vega in the on-deck circle for Idaho. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and we'll have a strikeout to finish the side. So Idaho with 2 runs, 3 left on, and we go to the bottom of the fourth. 14-2, Idaho over Wyoming. You're listening to American Legion Baseball on the Missoula Prep Sports Network and KFBC Cheyenne.
Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Welcome back to the Missoula Prep Sports Network and KFBC Cheyenne. As we go to the bottom of the fourth, it's go time for Wyoming. They're down 14-2 to Idaho. Bottom of 4. And it is Nico Vite, the second baseman, to get things going for Wyoming. Riley Harrison on the bump still. And the first pitch by Harrison to Vite is over the plate for strike 1. And call to action to the Wyoming bullpen once again, and there's quite a few individuals making their way down. This one's going to be reached for. It'll bounce to the second baseman. The throw to first is ahead of the runner, and that is out number 1. So we go to Ryan Andren, the shortstop. Harrison waits for Andren, and Andren will settle in with 1 out and nobody on. Here's the pitch by Harrison, and it's outside on the right-handed batter for ball 1. Max Pedroza in the on-deck circle for Wyoming. Here's the pitch, and this one's going to be swung on. It's going to be bounced out. Third baseman will get it on the run. The throw to first is just ahead of the runner, and we've got 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth.
Number 7, Max Pedroza.
Takes us to the catcher, Max Pedroza, with 2 outs and nobody on. Lights are on here at Allegiance Field. One hour and 45 minutes so far in the game. Here's the pitch, and that one is just about across the elbow of Pedroza. We'll get ball 1 as he slipped out of the way just in time. R.J. Prince in the on-deck circle for Wyoming with 2 outs. Here's the pitch by Harrison, and we're outside over the plate for strike 1. Even count at 1. Pedroza 0 for 2 on the day. Here's the pitch, and it's in the dirt for ball 2. Tittinger, the catcher, doing a good job of keeping it in front of him. I have just been pleased as punch with the catchers this weekend. They've done a great job so far in the first 8 games to keep the ball in front of them. And we'll have ball 3. R.J. Prince in the on deck, waiting his turn with 2 outs. 2-1 on the count. 3-1 on the count, as it's updated on the scoreboard. Swung on, and we'll have a full count at 3-2. And it's number 8 in the bullpen for Wyoming warming up. That is Braxton Innes. This one's going to be hit. Gets past the shortstop. It'll roll into left field, and with 2 outs, Idaho with a runner. Wyoming with a runner at first. And we go to the third baseman, R.J. Prince. Prince, one of the most productive players on the Wyoming squad tonight. He is 2 for 2 with an RBI. And he'll pull this one to the second baseman. The throw to second, and that's the side. So Wyoming gets one on, but he'll get out on the fielder's choice. We go to the top of the 4th inning, where Idaho leads 14, or top of the 5th, with Idaho leading 14-2. You're listening to American Legion Baseball on the Missoula Prep Sports Network and KFBC Cheyenne.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside. You can still take your hockey. Garden of Reading has a large stock of books, gifts, music, toys, and more. Stop into Sacred Grounds for their full-service coffee bar featuring Missoula's best gourmet coffee. While you're there, pick up a pound of Garden of Reading's award-winning fudge and get a half pound for free. Garden of Reading is Missoula's home for the best dietary supplement, Define 8. Garden of Reading is located at 2621 Brook Street. Garden of Reading is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to the top of the 5th inning between Idaho and Wyoming. Idaho leading 14-2 on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. We want to say hello to our friends listening in on KFBC Cheyenne as they are cheering on their young men from Wyoming. Winner of the game will stay in the winner's side of the bracket. We'll play Washington at 7 tomorrow night. Missoula Mavericks, the host team, and Oregon have already vacated their spots in the tournament. So down to 6 with 3 games tomorrow, 1, 4, and 7. Garrett Oswald still on the bump for Wyoming. He would come in to finish out the side in the top of the 4th. For Idaho, it's the bottom of their order, 7, 8, 9, with Isaiah Vega to start things off, the third baseman. Vega, Tittinger, and Jablonski in that order. So Oswald puts his left foot up on the rubber, gets the pitch, and Vega is in the box ready to go. Here's the first pitch of the top of the 5th, and it's going to be outside on the right-handed batter for ball 1. 1-0 on the count for Vega. He's 0 for 1, but he's been walked twice today and has a run. And this pitch will slide over the plate for strike 1. Tittinger, 2 for 4 yesterday with a run and a RBI, and he'll slice on this one for strike 2. 1-2 on the count as the sun has set And the smoke has moved in a little heavier to the west of us. Can't quite make out the Rocky Mountains behind the hill across from us. Here's the pitch, and this one's going to be foul down the third base line. We stay at it at 1-2. Leadoff batter on the inning for Idaho. They have a 12-run lead over Wyoming. 1 hour and 50 minutes into the game. Top of 5. Here's the Oswald pitch. Swung on, and we'll get a foul tip up over the first base line. And that one went in the concession stand as people in the concession stand diving for the floor. In all the games that I've been here at Allegiance Field, I've never seen one drop into the concession stand like that. Here's the pitch. And we'll be upstairs for ball 2. Isaiah Vega. One for 3 with a run yesterday against Washington. Here's the pitch, and it'll be low to get us a full count. Oswald now nodding at the pitch, and we get the 3-2. And the batter will be walked as he drops the bat at the plate to put a runner on at first for Idaho.
Number 25, Charlie Tittinger.
So we go to Charlie Tittinger with no outs and a runner at first. Top of 5. 10-run rule takes effect in the 5th inning. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and the foul tip will get us strike 1. 14-2, Idaho over Wyoming. Garrett Oswald on the bump. Oswald stares down the batter with the nod. Runner at first takes a step lead, and the pitch. And we'll get it over the plate to get strike 2. So Oswald tightening in the belt on Tittinger. Charlie Tittinger, 1 for 3 with a run and an RBI. Reached off an error his last at-bat, though. Here's the pitch. Nope, they're going to throw to first. Runner dives back in. Blake Jablonski stands in the on-deck circle for Idaho. Leadoff batter on the inning at first. Here's the 0-2 by Oswald. And this one will be rolled out. Second baseman will pick it up. The throw is in time. The throw to first, and they can't complete the double play as Brooks at first couldn't get it in the glove, and the leadoff runner is out on the fielder's choice. And we've got 3 errors marked under Wyoming. And that is really the story on the game outside of any pitching woes. The first pitch to Jablonski, though, will be over the plate for strike 1. Jablonski is 1 for 2 with a run, hit by a pitch his last at bat. And the right-handed batter will watch the ball go by on the outside of the plate to get us even at 1 on the count. Top of the order stands in the on-deck circle for Idaho. 1-1 on the count with 1 out. Runner at first with a 1-step lead. Oswald with a nod, and here's the pitch. It's over the plate for strike 2. Randy Sutton, our plate umpire. 1-2. Oswald with the stretch. And that'll be a strikeout for out number 2. So the strikeout swings us to the top of the order for Idaho to Braxton Mills. 2 outs and a runner at first. Runner at first with a 1.5 lead. Oswald will throw over there. Runner's back in time on the dive. Oswald with the stretch. And the pitch will come inside on the right-handed batter for ball 1. 2 down here in the top of the 5th. Wyoming trying to get through the top of the 5th so that they can have a chance at the plate. They've got to earn at least 3 runs to keep the game alive as we get ball 2 by Oswald. 10-run rule takes effect in the 5th. Here's the pitch, and it's swung on for strike 1. Mills, 3 for 4 with 2 runs and 2 RBIs on the game. Here's the pitch. Outside to make it 3-1 on the right-handed batter. Oswald climbs back up onto the hill. Sets his left foot on the rubber and leans in for the pitch. Checks the runner at first with a 1-step lead and the pitch. And the batter is walked to put runners at first and second with 2 outs. So we go to the shortstop, number 5, John Milner, with 2 on and 2 outs. Milner will settle in. Throw to second, and there's nobody there. It's going to roll into center field. Runners will stay, though, at first and second. Oswald, it's tough for the left-hander for that throw to second. You've got to do a pirouette to make that throw to second. So Milner waits for his first pitch. Oswald now sending it on its way, and it's in the dirt in front of the plate for ball 1. Carson Smith in the on deck with 2 outs and 2 on. Top of 5. Idaho 14, Wyoming 2. Runners at first and second take their lead. The runner at second has got a heavy, now he'll step back in, had a heavy 2-step lead. Now he's dancing out there. Oswald keeping a check on him, and here's the pitch. It's in front of the plate for ball 2. And that will take Pedroza out to the mound to check in. He'll hand the ball right over to Oswald and then stroll back to the plate. The 2-0. As Milner settles back in. 2 outs, runners at first and second. Here's the pitch by Oswald. And we'll go 3-0. Legion's Field at Ogren Park, home of the Missoula Osprey. Pioneer League team, that's rookie ball at the MLB level, as the pitch will come in for the walk to load him up. Oswald just trying to get out of the inning with back-to-back walks.
Number 17, Carson Smith.
And we go to Carson Smith. Loaded bases with 2 outs. Back to the host field. Here's the pitch. And it's inside on the left-handed batter for ball 1. But the field that we're playing on, as I mentioned, is the home of the Missoula Osprey Pioneer team. That's rookie ball. Usually first and second year players. The boys are on the road coming off of an all-star break as we have the pitch over the plate for strike 1. The Osprey are an affiliate of the Arizona Diamondbacks MLB team. You might recognize the last name Goldschmidt. Well, he is the man here in Missoula as he is the top Osprey player in the MLB. Pitch comes in to get us to ball 2. 2-1 on the count to Carson Smith. 2 outs, loaded bases. Here's the pitch. And we'll have ball 3. Here's the 3-1 by Oswald. The pitch. And we'll have a walk with bases loaded. That'll bring a runner home for Idaho, and they take a 15-2 lead.
Number 9, Riley Harrison.
Over Wyoming. And we go to Riley Harrison, the pitcher. Here's the Oswald pitch, and Harrison will swing. It does have contact, but it'll be strike 1. Oh, 1 on the count. 2 outs and loaded bases. And the pitch is low for ball 1. 1-1 on the count. Matt Reynolds in the on-deck circle. Washington waiting for the winner of this game. They were here at the game for a while, but they left a couple of innings ago when this one got away from Wyoming. 2-1 on the count off that pitch for Harrison. He is 1 for 2 with a run, a walk, and a hit by pitch. Harrison's going to pop this one up. Third baseman's calling for it. It's on the fringe, and it's in the glove. That's the side. So Wyoming holds them to 1 run. So 1 run earned, 3 left on, and we go to the bottom of the 5th where Wyoming's got to put 3 runs on to get the game continued. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network and KFBC Cheyenne.
Stitches of Missoula is your resource for embroidery and screen printing. Give Stitches a call today at 406-529-2632 to speak with their super friendly staff and have them take care of your embroidery needs. From business logos to team jerseys, Stitches Embroidery can help you and your team look good. Check them out online at stitchesmontana.com to see their full line of silkscreen and embroidery options. Stitches is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to Missoula, Montana. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we're in the bottom of the 5th inning here at Allegiance Park at Ogren Field. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network and saying hello to our friends in Cheyenne listening in on KFBC. Hope I am living up to Keith Kelly's what he does. He's a great play-by-play guy. Here's the pitch, and it's going to be hit by Brooks, the throw to first, and we'll have the punch out for the first out of the inning. So Cody Brooks with the grounder to the second baseman. And we go to Finley Hastings now with one down. 10-run rule takes effect in the fifth. So Wyoming needs 4 runs to nullify the 10-run rule. They're down 15-2. Hastings with the pitch coming in. He'll let it go by for ball 1. Riley Harrison has been the man on the mound for Idaho as we get ball 2. And really, when you're a pitcher and your offense has given you a 13-run cushion, well, you can pitch pretty comfortably as we have ball 3. Here's the pitch, and we're over the plate for strike 1, so 3-1 on the count to the catcher. Tyson Bradley as the pitch slides over the plate for strike 2. So we get a full count at 3-2 now to the catcher. Here's the pitch, and we'll have a walk for Wyoming with 1 out. Runner at first, and this brings up number 25 to go in the 8-hole bat spot. And number 25 is Nelson Storm.
Your attention, please, for Wyoming. Batting for Oswald, number 25, Storm Nelson.
Storm Nelson. I think that's Nelson Storm. Paul Yarbrough, the PA announcer. The names were written in last name first for the Wyoming lineup card, as the first pitch by Harrison will be a ball to Storm. Storm will swing for strike 1, and we go even on the count at 1. Runner at first in Finley Hastings. And the low pitch will get us ball 1. So Hastings reaching off the walk. Here's the pitch, and this one's popped up in the air. Catcher thinks he can get to it. I think it's going to be out of play. It will land in the well for strike 2 down the third base line in the dugout. Eric Smitcher watched it come into the well, and number 20 for Idaho, that's Henry Guth, going to the bullpen. 2-2 on the count with 1 out. Runner at first. Here's the pitch, and it's over the plate to strike the batter out for out number 2.
Number 14, Jackson Hesford.
So that takes us to Jackson Hesford. Here's the pitch by Harris, and it's swung on for strike 1 by Hesford. Hesford walked both times he's been at the plate tonight. He'll let that one come in on the inside for ball 1. Hesford, a left-handed batter. Wyoming definitely coming out with style points tonight. Runner at first is going to go, swung on for strike 2, and he'll have to head back down the line. Nope, they're going to let him take the base as he was on the go. So 1-2 with 2 outs. Runner at second. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to roll into left field, and the left fielder will pick it up. The runner will hold at third, and with 2 outs, Wyoming with a threat at third to get a run going.
Number 8, Braxton Ennis.
And that is the first hit of the game. Wyoming did get a hit in the 4th. Before that, it would not be until the 2nd inning that they would have a hit. So Harrison and the defense holding them off. We swing to the top of the order, and the throw to second on the ball pitch will not be made, and the runner will get the base. So runners at second and third now for Wyoming with a 1-0 count. Here's Braxton Ennis. He lets it go by to get ball 2. And the smoke starting to come in pretty heavy now, as we are dark in Missoula. 93 total pitches for Harrison. This one's going to be over the head of the shortstop. Runner from third will come home. Runner from second is around the corner, and the throw will not be made. And Wyoming will have 2 runs on the board to make it 15-4 off the grounder into left. That takes us to Nico Vite with 2 outs and a runner at first. And the first pitch to Vite will be a ball. Vite 1 for 3 with a run. Pitch is outside by Harrison for ball 2. 2 outs, runner at first. Wyoming close to nullifying that 10-run rule as they put 2 up. It's 5-4, 15-4. Idaho swung on, and we'll have strike 1. Ryan Andrian in the on-deck circle. As we have the pitch come in, the ball will get away. Runner from first will go to second without a throw. And we'll have 3-1 on the count. Vite, the second baseman. Here's the pitch by Harrison, and we'll have a swing to fill the count up at 3-2, and my official scorers trying to mess with my view here. 3-2 on the count with 2 outs. Pitch on the way, swung on, and a foul tip backwards will keep the batter alive, and Wyoming alive with 2 outs on the board. The 10-run rule edging up on Wyoming here in the bottom of the 5th. Here's the pitch, and that one will walk the batter. It looked like it might have tagged him, but we'll have runners at first and second now with 2 outs, and here comes Eric Smitcher. And the infield will come in. Harrison ready with the ball, and, well, it's not going to be handed over. Harrison thought it was going to be, but a conversation on the bump with Harrison and the manager. They're discussing on what really they want to do here with 2 outs and runners at first and second. Here comes Randy Sutton to break up the party, and they're going to go ahead and leave Harrison in with 2 outs. So Andrin will come to the plate. Ryan Andrin, the shortstop, with 2 outs and runners at first and second. And they keep Riley Harrison in. Harrison at 102 on the pitch count unofficially. Here's the pitch. It'll be low for ball one. Andrin, 0 for 3, reached off a fielder's choice his first at bat as we go ball two. Wyoming trying to get 2 runs here in the bottom of the 5th to keep the game alive as the pitch slides over the outside of the plate on the left-handed batter for strike 1. Riley Harrison trying to get the stretch. That last pitch was 75 miles an hour. This one's going to be foul back to get us even at 2 on the count. The diehard fans left in the stadium trying to urge on their Wyoming players. Here's the 2-2. And we'll get a full count at 3-2. So unofficially at 107 for Harrison. He'd started the batter before 105 so he can finish, and we'll have a walk to load the bases up with 2 outs. And this will bring in the new pitcher for Idaho as he jogs in from the first base line bullpen. We'll step aside for 90 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network and KFBC Cheyenne as the pitching chain will go down. Idaho leading 15-4. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network and KFBC Cheyenne.
Locally owned Paradise Falls is a place for friends and family to enjoy breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week.
With a diverse menu and a fun atmosphere that includes nearly 30 TVs showing every sport imaginable, Paradise Falls is sure to have something for everyone.
Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Locally owned Paradise Falls is a place for friends and family to enjoy good food and good times. With a diverse menu and a fun atmosphere that includes nearly 30 TVs showing every sport imaginable, Paradise Falls is sure to have something for everyone.
Welcome back to the Missoula Prep Sports Network and KFBC Cheyenne as we are on the bottom of the 5th inning with 2 outs. Runners at loaded bases for Wyoming. They need 2 runs here in the bottom of the 5th to stay alive. New pitcher on the mound is Henry Guth. Here's the pitch, and it'll be outside for a ball. Idaho trying to close this one out. The winner will face Washington at 7. Tomorrow night. Pitches upstairs for ball 2. And we'll get ball 3. So for Harrison, it would be 4 2/3 innings. Pitch on the way, and that one will walk the batter to bring a runner home to make it 15-5 So 15-5 with runners loading up the bases, and we go to R.J. Prince. Here's the pitch to Prince, and it's in the dirt for ball one. Prince 2 for 3 with an RBI. Wyoming just needs to score a run and another pitcher in the pen for Idaho, and Wyoming warming up a pitcher. Pitch will slide over the plate for strike one. R.J. Prince, 1-1 on the count. 2 outs. Everybody hanging on to the edge of their seat. We go outside for ball 2. Want to say we appreciate all the Wyoming fans listening in on KFBC Cheyenne as they are hanging on the end of this game. And we'll go 3-1. One run earned by Wyoming extends this game, nullifies the 10-run rule. And we get a walk to bring them home. And Wyoming will stay alive, 15-6.
Number 50, Cody Brooks.
And we go to Cody Brooks, the first baseman, and Brooks started this inning for Wyoming. And the first pitch to Brooks is a ball to make it 1-0. Swung on for strike 2. Strike 1, I apologize. No, we've got strike 2. It's 0-2 on the count. I marked down the ball when I shouldn't have. Here's the 0-2 with 2 outs. Loaded bases, and he struck out to find the side. So Wyoming lives to play another inning. They leave 3 on. They score 4, and we go to the top of the 6th. 15-6 Idaho. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network and KFBC Cheyenne.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 size in your room.
Wow, crazy.
Stop into 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is a sponsor on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Garden of Reading has a large stock of books, gifts, music, toys, and more. Stop into Sacred Grounds for their full-service coffee bar featuring Missoula's best gourmet coffee. While you're there, pick up a pound of Garden of Reading's award-winning fudge and get a half-pound for free. Garden of Reading is Missoula's home for the best dietary supplement, Define 8. Garden of Reading is located at 2621 Brook Street. Garden of Reading is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to the Missoula Prep Sports Network and KFBC Cheyenne as we have the top of the 6th inning. Idaho leading Wyoming 15-6. And for Wyoming, it's number 5 on the bump. And we're going to run out of pitchers for Wyoming here before too long. That's R.J. Prince.
Your attention, please. For Wyoming. Now pitching. Number 5, R.J. Prince. Now playing third base. Number 16, Sam McIntosh.
So Sam McIntosh will play third base now. for Wyoming, since RJ Prince is on the bump. So Sam McIntosh. As we wait for the pitcher to warm up on the bump. Wyoming will have another chance to bat as well. Idaho, though, will have the first chance here in the top of the 6th. It is the, there we go, we get the Idaho side, the 5, 6, 7 batters. So Matt Reynolds, the right fielder, to lead things off here in the 6th. Matthew Reynolds. 2 for 3 with a walk, a run, and 3 RBIs. So here we go with the top of the 6th inning. Here's the pitch, and it's going to be outside for ball 1. RJ Prince with a little bit of a sidearm action on his pitch. Here comes the righty. And we'll have ball 2. (2-0) on the count. Leadoff man in the top of the 6th. This one's going to be fouled high down the first base line into the bullpen. Out of play as it bounces on the party deck. Nobody out there now. For strike 1. Cole Lefevre in the on-deck circle for Idaho. This game is stretched out as we are approaching the 2.5-hour mark. Here's the pitch, and we'll have ball 3. (3-1) on the count to the right fielder. 5, 6, 7 on the schedule, and we'll catch the edge of the plate on the outside on the right-handed batter for a full count at 3-2 now. The nod by Prince, and this one's going to be blasted into the gap down in center field. Center fielder tries to get there. He will, and that is out. Number 1, a great job by Ennis to get on his bike and right into the gap in right field for out number 1. So we go to Cale Lefevre, the first baseman. Lefevre settles in with 1 out, nobody on. Here's the nod and the pitch by Prince, and it'll be upstairs for ball 1. Isaiah Vega in the on-deck circle. 1-0 on the count. Pitch comes in over the plate to even us out at 1. For Lefevre, he is 2 for 4 with a run and an RBI. He was struck out his last at bat. Here's the 1-1. Swung on, he reaches for it, it's popped up over shortstop. Shortstop calls everybody off, it's in the glove, and we've got 2 down in the top of the 6th.
Number 4, Isaiah Vega.
That takes us to the third baseman, number 4, Isaiah Vega, with 2 outs and nobody on, top of the 6th inning. Wyoming looking to take this one all the way to the 7th to get the decision. Here's the pitch, and we'll be inside on the right-handed batter for ball 1. Vega 0 for 1 with 3 walks and 2 runs as this one slides over the plate for strike 1. One on the count. 2 outs, nobody on. Isaiah Vega waits for the pitch, and this one will slide over the plate for strike 2, and it looks like Wyoming's in business with Prince on the bump. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to roll. The shortstop tries to get to it, but can't. Pops it up in the air, and Idaho will have a runner at first now with 2 outs, and this is how they go to business, folks.
Number 45, Charlie Tittinger.
And we go to Charlie Tittinger, the catcher. Here's the pitch to Tittinger, left-handed batter, and we'll get ball 1, and this is, wouldn't say that Prince has a sidearm, but the way the ball comes out, it's in the upper side of the throw rather than on the side. Still got to be difficult on a left-handed batter as this one comes inside for, as we'll have a balk call. So runner at second now with 2 outs. Idaho scores 1 run and holds off Wyoming in the bottom. We could see the end. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to go backwards over our heads. Gets us even at 1 on the count. Tittinger. Tittinger, 1 for 4 with a run and an RBI. Reached off errors his last 2 at-bats. The pitch. Swung on. This one's going to get into center field. Center fielder will run up, put it in the glove, and it's secured. The side is retired. So we go to the bottom of the 6th. Idaho leaving 1 on with a opportunity for Wyoming to get back into it. They're down 15-6. We'll be back in 60 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network and KFBC Cheyenne.
Stitches of Missoula is your resource for embroidery and screen printing. Give Stitches a call today at 406-529-2632 to speak with their super friendly staff and have them take care of your embroidery needs. From business logos to team jerseys, Stitches Embroidery can help you and your team look good. Check them out online at stitchesmontana.com to see their full line of silkscreen and embroidery options. Stitches is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to the Missoula Prep Sports Network and our friends in Cheyenne listening in on KFBC Radio. We go to the bottom of the 6th where Cheyenne will try to get back in. They're down 15-6 here in the bottom of the 6th. Games tomorrow will be 1, 4, and 7. It's the bottom of the order for Wyoming, as we have number 17, Finley Hastings, the catcher, to start things off. It's Henry Guth on the hill for Idaho. And the first pitch coming in will be over the plate for strike 1. This one rolls to the third baseman. He'll dive for it. The throw to first is there, but not on target. And Wyoming will have a runner on to start. the sixth inning.
Number 16, Sam McIntosh.
That'll take us to number 16, Sam McIntosh. And the first pitch to McIntosh will be ball one. Pitch is upstairs to get us ball two. Runner at first with no outs. 2-0 on the count. Bottom of the order. Here's the pitch, and it's swung on for strike one. Here's the pitch. Upstairs, and we get ball three. Wyoming says we will not go away. And we'll have a walk to put runners at first and second now for Wyoming with no outs. This is how a rally begins, folks. We go to the bottom of the order to Jackson Hesford now, the left fielder.
Number 14, Jackson Hesford.
So Hesford settling in with runners at first and second, and he'll foul the first one back into the backstop on the third baseline side for strike one. So Idaho dragging. Here's the pitch, and will be low for ball one. Even on the count at one for Hesford. Hesford 1 for 1 with a run with a pair of walks on the game. Here's the pitch, and we'll have ball two as that gets away from the catcher. He'll gather it up very quickly, though. Runners at first and second don't go anywhere. 1, 4, and 7. We're down to 6 teams on the tournament. By the end of tomorrow, we'll be down to 4. Things getting serious now as the pitch slides over the plate to get us strike two. 2-2 on the count to the left fielder in Hesford. The pitch, and we'll be full at 3-2. Top of the order in the on-deck circle for Wyoming. The pitch is swung on, fouled up over the backstop on the third baseline side, and we stay alive at 3-2. Hesford battling away. Here's the pitch, and we'll have a walk to load the bases with no outs. Here comes Wyoming, folks. Back-to-back walks. And we're going to have a pitching change. So Idaho will change out their pitchers with loaded bases. We'll step aside for 90 seconds here on the Missoula Prep Sports Network and KFBC in Cheyenne.
Locally owned Paradise Falls is a place for friends and family to enjoy breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week.
With a diverse menu and a fun atmosphere that includes nearly 30 TVs showing every sport imaginable, Paradise Falls is sure to have something for everyone.
Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Locally owned Paradise Falls is a place for friends and family to enjoy good food and good times, with a diverse menu and a fun atmosphere that includes nearly 30 TVs showing every sport imaginable. Paradise Falls is sure to have something for everyone.
Welcome back to Allegiance Field at Ogren Park. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we go to a new pitcher, Nick Bateman for Idaho. So Henry Guth is done, and it is the top of the order for Wyoming and Braxton Ennis with loaded bases. The first pitch will slide over the plate for strike one. No outs on the board. Bottom of 6. Idaho had the chance to close the door in the 5th, but the swing and a miss will get us strike 2, but the coaching staff deciding to leave the pitcher on with loaded bases. So here we are in the 6th inning. Here's the pitch, and it's outside for ball 1. For Ennis, he is 3 for 4 with 3 RBIs. And we'll go even on the count at 2. I'm going to have to heckle our Missoula umpires. Ask them if there was a concession to keep the strike zone tight. It's been both ways all weekend long, today I should say. Here's the hit into center field. The runner at third will tag on his way home, and Wyoming will add a run off the sac fly for out number 1.
Number 13, Nico Vite.
So that takes us to Nico Vite, as it's now 15-7 Idaho. Vite stepping in with runners at first and second, and the first pitch will be low for ball 1, and Idaho putting a pitcher in the bullpen. Bottom of 6 on a 7-inning tournament game, and that one's over the plate for strike 1. Our crowd here at the stadium is thinned out to under 20 people, I would say. We had a good pack in here for the start of the game, but this one started to get away and fans started to make their way out. We go even at 1 on the count now. Actually, I'm behind, so it's 2-1 to Vite. Vite is 1 for 3 with a walk. He's going to pop this one up over our heads to get strike 2 on the foul tip. Nico Vite, 1 for 3 with a run and a walk. Here's the 2-2 by Bateman, and we'll get a full count at 3-2. 1 out on the board here in the bottom of the 6th with runners at first and second. Runner at first steps away for a 1-run lead, or a 1-step lead. Runner at second with the same. This one's going to roll past the third baseman into left field. They'll hold the runner up at third, and that loads up the bases with 1 out for Wyoming.
Number 3, Ryan Andren.
That'll take us to Ryan Andren, the grounder into left field. Loaded up now with 1 out as the shortstop tightens up his gloves before he steps in on the right side of the plate. Here's the Bateman pitch, and that'll slide over the plate for strike 1. Approaching the 3-hour mark 2 hours and 45 minutes on the game. Here's the pitch. And we'll have strike two. So 0-2 on the count to the shortstop. Max Pedroza in the on-deck circle. Here's the 0-2. And we get ball one. I hear Paul Sopko, the director of the tournament, saying, hey, if we have a grand slam, there's a new game here. And this one's going to roll to the third baseman. He can't get to it. Runner from third is home. It rolls into left field, and Wyoming with a run, and the bases stay loaded with one out.
Number 7, Max Pedroza.
Now we go to Max Pedroza, the catcher. The pitch, and Pedroza will slice for strike one. Pedroza, 1 for 3 with a walk. And we'll have ball one. One out, loaded bases for Wyoming. They're trying to get back into it. Down 15-8. Pitches inside to get us ball two. 2-1 on the count. Here's the pitch. And it's upstairs to get us ball three. Wyoming finding offense late in the game. 4 runs in the 5th, 2 so far in the 6th, 3-1 with on the count. And the walk is going to bring another run home for Wyoming. And we go to R.J. Prince for Wyoming. 15-9 now, with loaded bases and one out. Prince to settle in. He's the pitcher now. And that pitch is outside on the right-handed batter for ball one. I want to recognize my in-studio producer, Adam, back in Cheyenne. Hanging on here. This one's popped up over second. Right fielder will come in. The runner at third will tag, and actually he's going to hold on. So 2 outs on the pop fly. Bases stay loaded.
Number 50, Cody Brooks.
We go to Cody Brooks now, the first baseman. And Brooks takes a moment before he steps into the box. 2 out, loaded bases. Bottom of 6. It's 15-9 Idaho. Wyoming slugging their way back into it. Here's the pitch by Bateman, and it's going to be outside for ball one. For Cody Brooks, he is 0 for 3 with a walk, struck out twice. And this one will be upstairs for ball two. Here's the 2-0 now. And the pitch slides over the plate to get a strike one. 2 out with loaded bases. Bottom of 6. The pitch. And we'll have ball three. Wyoming earning runs off of walks. They'll take them as they've got bases loaded. 1 run at a time. This one's going to bounce to the pitcher. He'll watch it into his glove. Now the throw to first is made, and that's the side. So 3 runs earned for Wyoming. They'll leave 3 on, and we go to the top of the 7th. Idaho 15, Wyoming 9. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Hockey Wolf.
Welcome back to MPSN and KFBC Cheyenne as we head to the top of the 7th inning. Got a game going here. Thought it was going to get away as Idaho gunned out to an early lead. They put 8 runs up in the 3rd inning to make it 12-2, and, well, in the 5th, Wyoming said we're not going anywhere. They earned 4, and in the 6th they put up 3 more to make it 15-9. It is the top of the order for Idaho. Braxton Mills. Okay, so it's Alex Nealback for Idaho. For Jablonski, that's what I thought. So we go 1-0 on the count to Nealback. And this one's going to be hit forward. They're going to say foul. And we have 2 strikes on the board. So Nealback coming in to bat. He's going to be a senior this fall. Plays 3rd and 2nd base as the pitch will come in for a ball. I've got 2-2 on the count, and now the scoreboard will update to 2-2. Here's the pitch. And we'll have a full count at 3-2. It's R.J. Prince on the bump for Wyoming. Full count at 3-2. This one's going to be hit shortstop. We'll get it on the bounce. The throw to first is on target, and that's out number 1. 1 down in the top of the 7th.
Number one, Braxton Mills.
And our PA announcer, Paul Yarbrough, starting to slip. Two hours and 55 minutes on this one, folks, as we go to the top of the 5th inning with 1 out. Here's the pitch by Prince, and we'll be over the plate for strike 1. Braxton Mills, the left fielder at the plate, leadoff man for Idaho. Here's the 0-1 to Mills. And we'll get ball 1. For Mills, he is 2 for 4 with 2 runs, 2 RBIs, and a walk his last at bat. Here's the 1-1 by Prince. And we'll get ball 2. I like the way the ball comes out of Prince's hand. He reminds me of a reliever the Arizona Diamondbacks had about 15 years ago as we get ball 3. He had a sling. It's not quite a sidearm. I don't want to call it a sidearm. It comes out a little bit higher over the shoulder. As this one's going to roll out, shortstop will come up, get the play on it. The throw to first is slung over there, and he's safe at first. So Idaho with a runner on with 1 out. And we go to John Milner, the shortstop. I thought I heard the printer. The official scorer for the tournament coming in to get printouts as we go to ball 1 to Milner. Milner 1 for 3 with 2 walks. He's got 2 RBIs and a run. And the outside pitch will get us ball 2. Want to say hello to our friends listening in Cheyenne on KFBC. Very proud of the fact that we were able to bring this game in for you guys. I'm not quite the play-by-play guy as Keith Kelly is. He's the man with the action, but hopefully I'm doing justice. This one's hit to the pitcher. The throw to second, down the line to first, and they say the punch out, and that's the side. Cody Brooks holding on at first. And we go to the bottom of the 7th, where it's all or nothing for Wyoming. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network and KFBC Cheyenne.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop in to 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Some changes in life are too painful to go through alone, and Cunningham Law can help in making difficult decisions from divorce to child custody. Kyle Cunningham focuses solely on family law. Cunningham Law will help you land on your feet when big changes come to your family and life. Visit www.familylawmontana.com or give Kyle a call at 406-203-4678 today. Cunningham Law Services. You don't have to go through this alone. Cunningham Law is a proud sponsor of the Northwest Regional Tournament.
Welcome back to Missoula, Montana. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network and broadcasting in Wyoming at KFBC Cheyenne. Idaho on top 15-9, bottom of the 7th. It's the bottom of the order for Wyoming with Finley Hastings to lead off. Nick Bateman on the bump for Idaho. Wyoming looking for a 7-run rally here in the bottom of the 7th. Idaho did it in the 3rd. Why can't Wyoming? Here's the pitch by Bateman, and it'll be over the plate for strike 1. So we officially hit the 3-hour mark here at Ogren Park. Pitch comes in for strike 2. 0-2 on the count. Here's the pitch by Bateman. Swung on. This one's going to get over the third baseman's head. It's going to be deep into left field, picked up on the bounce, and Wyoming will start out with a runner at first.
Number 16, Sam McIntosh.
So we go to Sam McIntosh. In the 8th spot. Here's the pitch. Low for ball 1. So McIntosh coming in the last inning and getting walked to get himself on. No outs and a runner at first. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to be popped into left field. Left fielder will watch it, put it in the glove, and that's out number 1. Runner at first will stay on the bag.
Number 14, Jackson Hesford.
So now we go to Jackson Hesford with 1 out and 1 on. Here's the pitch by Bateman, and Hesford's going to pop this one into left field, just about the same spot as the last one, and we've got 2 down with 1 on here in the bottom of the 7th.
Number 8, Braxton Ennis.
And there goes the siren on the fire truck across the way. We're going to swing to the top of the order to Braxton Ennis for Wyoming. 2 outs and a runner at first. Game coming down to the bat of Ennis. It's been a great rally here for Wyoming. They're going to try to keep it going. 7 runs earned in the last 2 innings. And the pitch will be upstairs for ball 1. For Ennis, well, he is 3 for 5 with 4 RBIs, no runs. Here's the 1-0 by Bateman. The pitch will be fouled back towards us for strike 1. 2 down, 1 on. Bottom of 7. Total of 28 hits on the game. Combined between the 2 teams. 15 for Idaho, 13 for Wyoming. 3 errors, though, for Wyoming. Those would come early in the game, as we'll have ball 2. Nico Vite in the on-deck circle. So one team will stay on the winner's side and play Washington tomorrow night at 7. The loser will fall to the other side of the bracket and have to win out. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's off the middle of the bat. It's going to find the gap. This left fielder, he can't hold on to it in the glove. And that'll put runners at first and second with 2 outs for Wyoming.
Number 13, Nico Vite.
We come to Nico Vite now, the second baseman, with 2 out and 2 on. Here's Bateman with the pitch. Outside on the plate, though, for strike 1. I thought that one was going to get us a ball count, but it finds the plate for strike 1. 2 down, 2 on. 15-9, Idaho. Swung on for strike 2. Wyoming fans down the third base line with their rally caps on. They can feel it. Here's the 0-2. Swung on. It's going to be popped up over our heads, and Vite will stay alive. That one landed right on the roof out here. We've got fans from Wyoming in watching the game. Fans from Hawaii in watching the game. They're down the first base line. 0-2 on the count with 2 outs and runners at first and second. And this one's going to be sent off foul to keep the batter alive. Hastings stands at second, and Ennis at first with 2 outs and an 0-2 count. The pitch, and we'll get ball 1. Sorry about that, folks. Smoke's starting to push in a little heavier now that the sun's gone down. You can see it in the lights. Here's the 1-2. Fouled off for the count to stay at 1-2. Excuse me. One-two on the count with 2 outs. Bateman and Vitae battling to keep the game going. And the strikeout to finish out the game. Sorry about that, folks. Had to cough one out. So for 3 hours and 8 minutes on the game. So Alaska and Montana will play at 1. Hawaii and Wyoming at 4, and Washington and Idaho at 7 for the game. Idaho with 15 runs off of 15 hits, 0 errors, and 10 left on base. For Wyoming, it would be 9 runs off of 14 hits, 3 errors, and 14 left on. So 1, 4, and 7 tomorrow, folks, as we're down to the final 6 teams. We want to thank everybody for tuning in, whether you were in on the World Wide Web at the Missoula Prep Sports Network or listening in on KFBC Cheyenne. Want to send a special thank you out to the studio engineer, Adam in Cheyenne, for hanging out and listening to me yammer along for the past 3 hours and 8 minutes. Idaho gets the win to stay undefeated through the tournament. We'll talk to you folks tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Have a good night.
Thank you for tuning in to this presentation of Missoula Sports.
What a rush!
MPSN's coverage of Missoula Sports is proudly powered by Fuel Fitness.
Always, always, always.
Tune in next time when the Missoula Prep Sports Network has coverage of your local sports heroes.